The following episode is dedicated to our loyal listeners in Great Tosson, Northumberland.
Welcome to the Steez. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco. I can't help myself. I have to cover you.
All right, hold on a second.
Oh, we start again, do we?
Yeah, we'll start again. We'll start.
Welcome to
Wait.
Welcome to the Steez. I'm Jezbot.
Oh, Timmy Taco. That's what you sound like.
That's what you do sound like.
Righto.
Yeah, we've got another show up for you. We
don't have a show yet.
Well, okay. Well, this is the intro to the show that will be the show that you're listening to currently. Mm-hmm. Enjoy. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, go get him, Tiger. As you can hear, that's the war drums beating in the background, which means man up.
It's time to man up. Call to arms.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an advice column for everyone just to start bloody manning up.
Yeah, so get with the program. Do not do what you're told, but take charge.
Take charge of the situation.
Be the teller, not
Now,
the toldee.
I'm going to tell this guy what he can't do.
Okay.
What he must do if he's leaving the house. Saw this bloke walking around in the city. Obviously, he's ducking
in the city. The
city.
Okay.
And he's ducking obviously to the shops to get some darts or something like that.
Yeah, or bloody milk and bread.
I say darts because he had a ciggy hanging out of his mouth.
Gotcha.
And he was one of these guys that was a no hand smoker. So it's
hands free.
Yeah, so he's on his phone.
He's a blue toother. A black toother. A brown toother. That'll do.
Anyway, yeah. We'll work on it. And he's got the ciggy in his mouth, dangling. He's on his phone. Which is a problem in itself because, like smoke in a park or somewhere.
One at a time, mate.
But he wasn't wearing shoes, which he should have been.
So barefoot?
No barefoot. He had on his fluffy, open-toed slippers with socks on.
Okay.
And ankle socks too.
Okay.
So it was
Are we talking a moccasin? We're talking sandal slipper. You know how you get some shoes that are like kind of you slip in, but they're cozy. But toes free.
It's like your toes are out.
Okay.
And then you've got a strap that straps your foot in. It's like a slipper.
Yeah, it is like okay.
But I just think that is not good enough.
So are you saying when you're leaving the house, grab your shoes? Don't go. I go out with my slippers, in my little slippers, and I have a little cigarette.
Yes, and
send some of my text messages.
Yeah, he's playing Pokemon Go, probably.
Oh, okay.
And that's on the list as well. No Pokemon Go.
Okay, we'll do that in another segment.
Yeah, but it's just not good enough. Like, you're out in the city. You could stub your toe and bloody get an infection. You could get COVID in your bloody toes.
Bloody man.
People spit. People do drugs, heroin and stuff. Like there's needles
on your toes.
They do in between the toes, but there's needles everywhere, dude.
Yeah, there are.
Grass, dog shit, blood from the night before. Urine.
Yes.
Right.
The foul, distant stench of hot urine.
And then are those bloody street shoes going into your house now?
Yeah, that's a really good point. You're dragging that COVID all through the city.
Or everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so can he bung on a pair of thongs in the winter?
Okay, this is another thing. Summer's over. Mm-hmm. Today's officially the winter solstice as we're recording, right?
Is it?
Which means we're getting closer to summer, but it's the bloody middle of winter is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So your thongs have got to go on the rack or on the shoe rack. I would say
for the next seasonal shelf.
I would say no thongs outside last day of summer.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Autumn comes next. Yeah. Summer, autumn.
Yeah.
I think you're going into your Blundstones.
When's
now.
Springo? Before summer.
Springo's after Winnows.
Okay. Gotcha. Just trying to man up.
Learn new seasons. I just think the thongs got to go in the rack.
Yeah.
At the end of summer. No,
Yeah, you got a seasonal shelf.
got to wear the right shoes for the right season.
Then I don't want to bring in the shorts argument to that, but we can talk about that at another time.
Controversial, the short.
It is, and it could be either way. Like you could be the
You could be a short guy.
you could be the recipient of being told to man up on the short front. You see.
Why don't you wear bloody shorts, Travis?
Okay, we're going to get into it.
Nah, let's not.
So, dressed, look, foot attire, especially in the city.
Yes.
I think for the sake of your family and to stay safe, you should man up.
Yeah, you should.
Chuck on some bloody shoes.
Yes.
It's going to take you the same amount of time. Because I've always had a real issue with the suit shoe, black leather shoes, no socks.
Ooh.
You seen that business?
Yeah.
It goes well with the
then
goes well with the shirt with the white collar but a blue shirt and the white cuffs.
Yeah, it's
like
no good.
pick a color.
Yes, we've been
Pick a
through.
shirt.
We've been through.
Okay,
this
sorry.
before. I think you're very upset about the
Yeah.
multicolored shirts, man.
And are we manning up because we're talking about fashion?
We're going to get too far. We're going to go too deep.
We are going to get
But
too deep.
yes, you can hear once again that is the sound of the war drums beating, and it's a call to
Telling
arms. So,
calling you.
know,
Call to shoes. Call to feet.
Yeah,
This time.
clean up. Nah. I will.
As big as I can get. $22.
Hello.
Hey, babe, how you going? You're live on the steez.
With some of the dogs.
The door.
Um,
And I'm doing my watch, so I can't hear you properly.
oh, you're speaking to me on your Dick Tracy watch. Great.
Oh, great.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I had my arms full, there were no lights on.
Hey, got a quick question about that health app you showed me on iPods or iPhones.
The health app.
Yeah, with the COVID
the
thing.
COVID thing.
Where was that?
It just appeared. It's in settings. Settings. I think it's privacy, and then it's the health app and privacy. Or security. Hold on, I'll get.
Just gonna get a phone. Punters.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No, that's good.
Health.
Yeah, so it's in settings.
Okay, mine's not coming up.
Let me just have a look. Oh, you're back.
No, no, keep going.
When was the
Keep
last?
going.
When was the last time you updated, Cass?
When was the last time you updated?
I don't know, but I'll tell you where I saw it. Your cousin posted it on Facebook. Oh my God, they've done this. And I was like, no way. So I tried it and it was there.
Sure enough.
But no.
Well, it's not on mine.
Maybe they've changed their tact.
Here, Mum, with the photo.
Yeah, I showed Tim the photo because I took a screenshot of you doing it on my phone, but I couldn't find where it was.
I'll be able to find it.
Hey,
But it just
babe, have you cooked dinner yet?
I just bought you dinner and I bought you baklava, so be nice to me.
Baklava? Oh man, I'm coming home. All right, thanks, babe. Love you.
It's privacy settings, privacy health.
Privacy.
So settings,
settings,
then go into
pri-
privacy, then scroll down to the health app, and it's at the top.
Okay, mine doesn't show up.
Okay,
with
Tim's
anything.
isn't showing, Vanessa's isn't showing, but
But I haven't updated for months.
oh, wait, Vanessa's has got it. All right,
Okay.
no, well, okay, there's some scam boogery going on, but I appreciate it. I'll warm up the baklava. I'm coming home, baby.
All right. Bye.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye.
Okay, so we've just heard from Cass there concerning the health app, and the community concern there is that if you've chosen not to get the tracking app for COVID-19,
Yeah, the government one. Yeah.
if you've decided not to, now that they're embedding it, I know that for a fact that in the Android phones, if you do an update on that, it's automatic. You have to go in and turn it off. It just comes on, right?
Yeah, well,
Come on. But come on.
Come on.
So it really should be your choice. So, like, not only does it track you, fine. If you say yes to that, that's fine. But if you don't, and they turn it on automatically, then they're tracking you.
And yes, I realise you've got a phone, which means you're being tracked. I get it. I didn't realise they were going to be able to pinpoint exactly how many steps I took today. But nevertheless...
You know what? If you look at that history on your health app, Community Concern, it's every day since you've had your phone forever, Jeremy.
No.
Yeah. It'll be your heart rate. It'll be your fucking...
All right. Do you want to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Let's compare,
go
let's compare
highlights.
sizes.
Let's go highlights. So, average steps is 6,305.
A day?
May was 5,000 averages. So let's go a day.
How do you get your averages?
It just showed it. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay, most of mine is...
Okay, here's one
I
for you.
think my phone's set to sit.
Here's one for you. 18th of June, which was, I don't know, 2020.
Sure.
I did 12,004.
Whoa, it's a big one.
That's a good one.
That's one of those days when I call you for the pod and you go, can't be fucked.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, and I wonder why. I do wonder why.
There's
All you
that-
have to do, next time I say to you,
What does
Can
that
you-
one say?
that one says 16,000 steps in one day. Next time I say to you, can you pod tonight? Pull up your old health.
Ah.
And then say,
I'll send you the photo.
27,000 steps today, man. Go fuck yourself. That's community.
How about
concern.
this?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, hello, Maximilian. Are you hungry? It's time for your Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights now come in 3 forbidden flavors from jungles around the globe. We start with ground primate meat with gravy and chickpea, just a sprinkling of mountain lion and meerkat marrow spices, and finally, lashings of our caged Chinese bear bile liquidation formula. So don't settle for less. Give your dog the best. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. Little Doggy Doodle Delights. That's Jack.
A little small talk.
Yeah.
I'm sitting, you're standing.
Yeah.
What the heck's going
Oh,
on?
I just bloody sat down. You saw it.
Yeah.
And then I fucking...
You made that sound.
I tried to adjust my my pelvis.
God, I
I
thought
think
you
I've-
sat on my keys or something.
I think I've thrown me bloody
Well,
back
my
out.
keys are in my pocket, so don't sit on my keys.
Oh,
You hurt
Jesus.
your back, have you?
I think so. Yeah, that's one of those ones you can feel it go. You know.
Well, because we're in small talk, people always talk about their ailments.
Oh, their backs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my back. So.
Oh, you been? How you been?
What you got to do is get yourself to a chiropractor or physio, an osteo.
You know what happens to me in small talk is that I say, "Oh, how you going?" "Oh, me buddy." They say, "Oh, me bloody back. It's gone. It's a tragedy, and I've lost work." And it's like all these downers.
Yeah.
And then they go, "How you going?" I go, "Great. I've just released 5 albums. I've got 3 gigs. It's great." And I always feel so bad.
Yeah.
So I always want to sympathise and say, now, my neck's sore because I'm sitting and you're standing and I'm having a look up. You also had another ailment the other day, just while we're on ailments, small talk.
Did I?
Yeah, you came in, you went, "Oh, my bloody neck."
Oh,
I went,
yeah.
"What's been going on?" You said, "I've been head banging." I said, "Did you forget your hammer at work again, Jeremy?" What? Please explain.
Well, yeah, it was. I had a really good week. I laid a lot of flooring. I made some good coin, so I was
Good.
pretty happy with myself. And,
So you just thought you'd have a rock out. Yeah. Oh,
no, we're listening to Pantera,
yes. Go on.
and my beard's been growing out and my hair's getting long, and I just had a shower and I
You're obliged to use your long hair at some stage
Yes.
for head banging.
yes,
Okay.
and I did that. It was only a short bang, but yeah, my neck's bloody sorted.
You just did a quickie, a quick bang.
Yeah, it's just, where you're drying your hair and you're like flicking it around and yeah.
Pantera's ace.
We never listened to Pantera, by
Right.
the way. But I was fired up. And I'd like,
Right.
Cowboys from hell. I'm the
Sounds
cowboy.
like Metallica.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Scene and gear.
You look like.
I'm
fucking
pretty
what's his
angry now,
chops?
though, because I
James
know
Hetfield.
what's going to happen, dude. Now I've got to go home, have an Epsom salt bath.
Oh, here we go.
have a
The
straight-
almond talk. I got to
Yeah.
get out of here.
Alright,
That's
well,
it.
next
That's
time
it for me.
I've got a
Small talk.
12:30.
Jesus.
So.
I dream, you dream, we all dream of ice cream. Now we tried to do a dream segment last time. Just sorry to interfere with you there, but you and I tried psychic dreaming.
Yes.
Because we've tried the psychic cards.
Remote dreaming.
Remote dreaming.
Yeah, right.
So
I would land into your head and you would land into mine.
yeah, because you had a dream. You were dreaming. Somebody texted you.
Yes.
And then you dreamt of that person when you woke up. Lo and behold,
There's the text.
So you're thinking, if a text been sent from them, did they psychically jump from your phone into your dreamscape to say, Stricko's on the phone?
Well, that's
Right.
what all this bloody 5G's about.
Yeah. So, in saying that, what was I saying? So you said to me, let's try it out.
Yes.
My dream, your dream. We all
all
dream
dream
of
of
ice
ice
cream,
cream
which we
truck-
said ice
yes.
cream.
Yes, ice cream trucks.
Ice cream trucks.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Didn't happen.
It wasn't as accurate as the what card am I holding up? The star, the wave, the square, the triangle. But my mind, your mind, mine dreams.
How
We're
many
trying-
names does this segment have?
All of them. Yes, but we were trying to do that. So without success, can we now, I'm on air,
All right.
go to bed, have a dream,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Sleepy bye-byes.
go sleepy bye-byes.
Pause for a sec. So this week's challenge for the best of is Tim's going to do some editing, some clever editing, so we can get some more content in this episode.
I'm gonna stick my dirty hands in the annals
Of
of our archive.
I went to work breakup.
Hey.
Yes, for Cassie's work.
What's this
my
in
wife.
celebrating? Christmas?
Work
already?
breakup, Christmas. It's all started.
Yep.
We've all been there. But this year, it's the 7th year I've been there.
What
And
type of crew? Like, what
okay,
can you give
well.
away like occupations without?
They're all beauty therapists.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one of them.
Right.
5 salons, and they all go to the boss's house every Christmas, and we have our Christmas function there. So I've become the senior boyfriend / partner. Yes,
Right.
7 years of it. So I'm the well. There's one other dude, but he never comes, and he's a bit older than me, but he never rocks up. So
What sort of age when you say older?
50.
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
older.
And he'd just flown in from 2 weeks solid working. He's a carpenter or something, and he just flew in from Tassie and then straight to the party. So he was out. I walked straight up to him, try to make some conversation. He was pooped.
Yeah.
Pooped.
He was pooped. He was just like, sorry, dudes, I can't barely even stand up.
And they can go one of two ways, can't they? When it's not your peeps, not your peeps that you're rolling with. That you can go. I need someone.
Well, I was
a wingman. Of
I was
some-
hanging out with another Jeremy, who ended up staying at our house.
Hey.
But I basically walked after that interaction, walked up to him and said, "Don't leave my side the entire night, Jez. It's you and
I
me,
love
mate.
you.
It's you and me, mate. It's you and me.
You're mine.
We're
For the
winging."
next 2 hours.
I'm gonna crack you one.
But it was a good.
So you did the latch on. Did you
A
do the
little
latch
bit.
on or did he do the latch on?
No,
Who's
I was-
latching?
I was more latching on him, I think. But it was mutual, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would other people describe it as he was the cooler Jez or you were the cooler?
Wow.
The
Was he
latcher or the
Jez or was
latchee?
he Jeremy?
Look, I mean, we
Jajismism.
couldn't. That was he's Jeremy, so it was getting confusing because his girlfriend was saying Jeremy the whole night, and I kept answering
Screechy
questions.
voice as well.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's weird because
It is
usually there's
strange.
not a lot of Jeremys around.
There is a lot of Adams though.
You'd think so. Yeah.
Are you used to it?
Yeah.
Hearing Adam,
Yeah.
that's not me.
No, that's not me. No. I did actually coaching some kids' sport on the weekend. There was a small Oriental child who was no older than 6 years of age whose name was Wayne.
Wayne.
Yeah, so good.
Okay.
There's only one Wayne.
There's not
Because
too
there's
many.
a,
School or whatever, isn't it?
There's
too many
a kid at Mason's Kinder. His name's Menu.
It is not.
It is.
He's been saying this for,
No, I've
for
been
weeks.
saying it for fucking weeks.
Does he get dropped off every day by Uber Eats?
Maybe. Okay,
There you
yeah, I'll
go,
pay
ching,
that. I'll
ching.
give you a little on air. There you go.
Yo.
Very good. But I had in my notes about the party. I was standing there, and the skewers come around. How do you eat a skewer? Like a meat skewer?
Hold
You
the
gotta
stick
just- you
and
gotta
chew
do it-
from one end.
Yeah, but then what? Do you put back onto the plate the stick, or do you chuck the stick behind the stereo or something like that?
Ah.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're getting rid of the stick, are they supposed to come
stick
back
it?
around and then you put it back on the tray, making it pretty grotesque for anybody that
I'd
wants it on
anticipate
the
there's
skewer?
a bin.
I would say that there would be a bin somewhere around.
Yeah.
I was more
Yes, and
yes. And, well, I usually I
You've
get
solved this crime.
I usually get with the cleaning the fingernails, unbeknownst to myself. Just do
Oh,
it.
really?
So you hold the stick and then you
Yeah.
sort of look down and you've been fiddling
okay, you're not a yeah, okay, with the stick.
with the stick.
With the stick.
With the
Okay.
stick.
Fiddler.
It's better than the mobile. I'm waiting for a bus kind of
Yeah.
steez.
Yeah.
What about the
What did the other Jeremy do?
other
Yeah, what
Jezza?
did the
He
other Jezza
ate
do?
skewers the way they were supposed to be ate,
What?
right? But the girl, young lady, I'll say, young
Yeah, sure.
woman, the youngest woman there.
Yep.
Was she
I had to teach
an
her.
attendee or a waitress?
No,
or-
she was an attendee.
Yep.
Mm.
And how
Part
did
of the
she
party.
eat them?
Well, I had to teach her. She went straight down like that. Yeah, skewer.
What,
The
straight
pointy
in?
bit
Knuckles deep.
into the gob. So chicken skewer, pointy bit into the back of the throat, right? And then pulled it out. Pulled it out with it.
She
She Flintstoned
Flintstoned.
it.
And somehow managed to tie the stick in a
Put
bow.
it- yeah, that's right. Whole bone down a gob.
Whole bone.
Right, Flintstone style. And then I went, dude, you got to stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to eat it like a corn on the cob. You know, like you hold either end of the stick, and then you rip the meat. Dainty. Rip it off. Rip it off. And speaking
okay.
of dainty, right?
Right.
What's the etiquette? The dress etiquette for
For any kind of event. Okay, so
Well, hang about. You need
Yeah,
a bit
no.
more
Well,
info.
any event.
no, I think like
Where
so.
are you?
the
So
library?
let's just go to the scale, right? Casual jeans, t-shirt, semi-formal shirts, jeans, formal pants, shirts, right?
Yes.
Formal.
Well, yeah, formal, exactly. But is this what you put on your invite? You go semi-formal.
I have a feeling it was supposed to be dressed to impress or something
Oh,
like
dressed
that.
to impress.
Something like that.
Is that a cool way of saying semi-formal?
Wear a nice dress, I think it is. Don't rock up to my house in a singlet. Ads.
Semi-formal.
I'm pointing
You're
at you.
pointing at me.
But
But
I
Yes.
thought way too much cleavage for
okay.
for a house party,
Okay.
Christmas affair. But
How many? What's the female
where's-
to male ratio?
and what's the
20, 30...
like? Where's the
Depth to breadth.
I'd say there'd be
power to
20,
weight ratio?
25 chicks there. I'm not going to even touching that with a
skewer
10-foot
stick.
pole. I would say 6 dudes, 30 chicks. Maybe.
Hey.
25, 30
Six
chicks.
dudes, 30 chicks. So I'm just going to talk to myself while Jezbot leaves the room. He's going into his bag to collect a fresh beer. I prefer your beers over my beers, I'll have to say. But today on So Science is on the topic of drinking, but drinking the hot liquids. And I found if you've got a travel mug, right? Because we've done experiments with tea and coffee and all that kind of stuff before.
Mainly,
Have you ever gone to work? You're out of coffee. You have a tea. Have you ever done that?
Ooh, nah.
Okay.
God bless
So-
you. Oh, if it was at office, I'd have a tea, but workside's purely coffee, mate.
Yeah, I
Gotta fuel
totally
up.
agree, right? But anyway, I made a tea for Audrey, my daughter, on the way to school. She said, "I'll just have a cup of tea."
It's sophisticated.
Well, she's quitting the whole breakfast thing. She doesn't like food in the morning. Neither do I. Bloody
I'm,
God bless her.
I'm right there as well.
That's a science thing all of its own. But she's having a cup of tea, and I found that she had a sip of her travel cup, plastic cup, right, through the little hole. You know, you get those little holes.
Yeah.
And tea and coffee taste different through those little holes. Have you ever noticed that?
I've got to agree. I've got to
Do
agree.
you know what I mean?
I'm a
I think-
sippy cup guy on the way to work, and if you go and have at a cafe a sit down latte out of a glass,
It's better.
way better.
Yeah. So I'm saying it's a flavor ratio to hole size.
To
right?
oxygen, the intake of oxygen.
I don't know. See, because you've got your travelators are aluminium, and I reckon that changes the taste of them.
Definitely.
As well.
But I can't really wash the inside of my thermos.
That's disgusting.
So when you look, no, it's like a char griller.
Sure.
It gets better, or a wok. It gets better with age. Like you wipe down a wok, you don't wash a wok.
Yeah, but like that, you know that wok is just a name for an exotic disease that you get from a fry pan that's been used 1,000 times and hasn't been washed. You get a shocking case of wok.
Yeah, you will be
Yeah.
on your knees walking.
But
The thermos, you don't like the thermos?
no, I'm saying that some of yours have a trapdoor opening, right? Where you slide it back. It's got more of. I guess if you to compare it to anything, it's a big gulp on a can. Remember
Yeah.
they used to do the two little. I guess you would never. Back in the day when you had a tab and you'd push the big.
Oh, dude, I was
out
about to go
and you'd
to.
push the little one out.
I was about to say,
The little one was to let in oxygen so you could actually drink it, but you could turn it around and drink from the little one.
Stop.
Sure.
First of all,
Yeah.
just to get you back on speed, listeners, there's used to be a drink called Tab, right? And before even the big gulp aluminium pool hole, there was a small one.
These are considered big.
The beer
gulp.
can, yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was very small. Before that, there was
It's
a
like a
peel
keyhole,
off. There was a
yeah.
key that you'd have to peel off. Before that, it was just two basic holes, is what Tim's saying.
Yeah, I think we traditionally find it on a Passiona.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A Schweppefessence.
Do you remember the 80s craze of
Yes.
when the killer wasps were climbing into cans non-stop and
Yeah,
and
well, they
people
say
would be drinking on the can, and there was a whole ad
beers.
about
Drinking bees.
bees, and then the bees would sting your throat on the way down, and
then
you would
you're
swing. You're fucked.
Yeah,
because we
right.
don't have any beer cures.
So I think it's all
Bee
got
cures.
it's got a lot to do with the size of the hole, which dictates how much flavour comes in, right? So I like a good coffee in the morning, and you're quite partial to a instant coffee. But but I do occasionally have one, and then if I know that I'm already quite disappointed by the instant coffee in a travel mug, but I'm also double disappointed when I have to through the tiny little hole. You know what I mean? I think
It does dribble out.
Dribble.
Yeah, because it's like when the bottle, when you turn it straight upside down, like a 2-litre bottle of water, science, and the air's trying to push out as the water's falling, and it's like that.
Yeah. Glug, glug,
It's
glug.
not a constant flow, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the cup's doing. It's giving
But
you
I
a breaking.
find
It's
that-
giving you too much air.
But
in
I think the hole does something to the milk, right? It changes the taste of the milk. So I know if I just had tea without milk, right, in a sippy cup, and I was sippity doodah, sipping away, it wouldn't taste any different to your regular tea. But I think once you put milk in it, and then you try and force this flavor,
Is that
through
plastic flavor
plastic,
aside?
plastic.
Let's get plastic and aluminium out of the picture
Okay,
for a second.
we're just talking tea and holes.
Exactly. I'm saying, when you get a bottle of wine, no, you don't. But when you get a nice bottle of wine,
When somebody gives you a bottle of wine, yeah,
and you open it up and then you put it
that never happens. I never open them.
you pour it in a glass and you see the punks.
Yep.
You know, they're swishing
little
it around.
wine punks.
Little wine punks, and they're just swirling it around. They're letting it breathe. They're letting it get air. So maybe there's something in this, Tim.
Okay.
The little hole is adding too much air per gulp ratio.
Or not enough.
Or not enough.
Not enough flavour through the hole. I'd like to hear if anybody else has had issues with the hole to taste ratio in your travel mugs, tea or coffee alike. I find that I am detested by the flavour when it's coming from a small hole.
I'm just leaving that.
Okay.
Ass. Yeah, it's the fucking seat.
Yeah, you never want someone to go, ugh, is it your back? It's me ass. It's the bottom half of me back. It's the bottom half of me back. I'm sick of being
Can't get back into
in
not getting into it again.
Sure. Into your
my
ass.
I've been sitting
You're
here.
not going up your ass again.
Look, this is almost exactly what I was going to say as my segment is like, instead of small talk, I'm rebranding to compost conversations.
Ugh.
And we're not talking about composting.
Are you talking about recycling?
We're talking about
we've talked
this conversation.
about? Yes.
Yes. It's
Composting.
like it's a compost heap that's breaking down into dirt.
It's a hot heat. Into dirt.
No, that was just a note I had. And then you guys came at me.
Yeah, but compost conversation could be to do with recycling old topics and revisiting.
Yeah, but actually, it's almost like the competitive listening. You know, when you're talking to one of your closer friends that...
And you're just waiting for him to shut up so you can say, yeah, so...
Yes.
What do you think of
his
me?
conversation can get composted. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's so boring.
Compost conversations.
Yes, it's so boring. They're compost conversations.
Okay.
It's like I'm just waiting you. Like I said, we're gonna scrap that. I've seen this episode before.
I've seen this episode is what I say to you often.
Often.
Yeah, when you're drunk.
Yeah.
And you're talking to me and I say, I've seen this episode.
And that's how I know that I'm repeating myself.
You don't know otherwise?
Look,
This is what I've always wanted to know. This could almost be science, but I wanted to know that people, serial repeaters, right? So you got the people that, so we're going down.
We know.
And then I jumped over the fence, and then I fell right down on my ass,
Is this
and fell right on me coccyx.
Is this the wallet?
You said coccyx 7 times tonight. Have I? I never told you the story about, the other day when I jumped over the fence and fell over and fell right on me coccyx. I was like, yeah, I've seen this episode.
Do they
Do you
know,
not know
that they've
Do
said...
they not know that they are repeating
They
themselves?
might. The coccyx guy that goes, and then I dropped my wallet and I couldn't find it after I broke my coccyx bone. That's the punchline.
Yeah.
Now, when we're talking about you and I, and we're constantly trying to create new content,
Yeah, and get our coccyx hard.
I don't know what I've said. Because,
Really?
well, okay. I know that if it's from the deep, deep past, something very common, deep past, I've probably said it before. But if it happened in the elevator today, and I'm going with that this week, that story, I'm going to tell all week about how the guy...
And then you can't remember whether you've told it or not.
And then I don't know if I
I'm talking
told
about
you.
10 minutes ago, bro.
Well,
But you're like, it's like...
are we shit-faced?
We used to watch, we used to watch Empire Strikes Back, and then
Yeah.
we'd play it again. We're like, have we watched this today? have we actually just
seen this?
watched this? It's like, let's watch it again. How many times can we watch it today? And
Twice is the answer.
1.5 times. But the point of that matter is that you're watching it twice. You know you've seen it. You've seen it. Right? So I'm saying I've seen this episode.
And do you know how you compost Empire Strikes Back? You rewind it to the start.
Yeah.
And then that's...
Recycled. Restarted.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Well,
Was it?
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll move on.
You know you've got your anger in control when
When you can whistle when you're angry.
when you're at the So I pull up to the 7-Eleven at about 5:30 in the morning.
To lay a cable.
Nah, they've taken all the dunnies out of 7-Elevens.
Oh, right.
Purely
Because of
fueling up.
COVID-19.
Nah, because they don't want people shooting up, shitting in,
Yeah.
cleaning up,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, scrubbing off.
Yeah, scrub it
Showering.
up. It digs into the profit margins.
Sure does.
So I rock up and... Oh, a little cheeky one. Didn't see that. So I rock up. All the boys are getting there. All the tradies are rocking up, getting their pies. Their
Yep.
cans of V.
Yep, Monster.
The big ones. Like, start your day off with a good heart
Good tall
start.
boy.
Get that blood flowing and your heart racing.
Heart father. Yeah.
I go in with me. I go in to get bananas and those and
Are you still on that kick?
yeah, like it, and the packaged sandwiches. If I haven't,
Ooh, you sure you wanted to be doing that?
fresh as a daisy. They're in fresh, whatever.
Okay, when
guts
did
are
they
still-
come in? If you're in that early, when did they come in?
Look, they're daily fresh. They say.
Yeah, but which day are we on? What,
morning. no,
yesterday?
this
Okay,
this day,
today.
AM. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so before I get out,
To throw up the sandwich.
This taxi rocks up, and it's a bigger taxi, and it's got this munted couple
Right.
that have been up all night. So it was a weird thing to see at this 7-Eleven because it's tradies only, basically.
okay.
Office workers, maybe.
Yeah,
They
sure.
get the more 8:30 run, but early in the morning, tradies.
Yeah.
So these goons like pour out of the car.
Yeah.
And-
Spew out.
And she's like,
Hurry
"Hurry up, what are you
up.
gonna get? What are you gonna get?" And then he goes, "I'll fucking come in." And so he gets out of the car. So now I stay in the car.
You're in the car with these people.
I'm pulling up as they're pulling up.
Sure.
And so I'm just watching because I like to see what's going to happen.
While you're eating your banana seductively.
Who's doing what where now? I look into the taxi. The taxi driver's leaning over the seat, talking to the couple's 7-year-old child.
Right.
They, Bonnie and Clyde, we'll call them, walk straight or stumble straight up to the Slurpee machine.
Slurpie.
Slurpee, gotta get a Slurpee. Gotta get a Slurpee.
time is this?
This is 5:30.
Oh,
So
early for a Slurpee.
So he's doing one of these ones where he gets the cup and he doesn't want to get ganked with the not the slurp, just the juice. It's not the
yeah.
frozen stuff.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know how long he's been letting it run. So he's just like, I think it's cold enough.
Right.
And so I've gone, right, I'm going in. I'm just watching him though.
You go in to watch closer.
Watch closer. So
Okay.
I get my bananas. I get me my sandwiches,
Yeah.
and she's sort of filling up hers, and he's trying to get his lid on his, and she's walking up to the counter, and just as I'm walking past, he grabs her arm to like sort of jerk her back,
Yeah.
and she flings the Slurpee, and it lands all over my legs.
Oh, what? Well, she's got no lido.
She's got no lido, no controlo or balanco, Timo. So, you know when wasted people get
Apologetic.
apologetic,
Yeah.
but too
I'm sorry, bro.
So-
Sorry. It's just like, damn.
it's too apologetic.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir.
Sir, she served ya.
She served me, and I'm just like, I'm thinking, great, this is good fodder for the Potter.
Yeah.
But it's one of those days where I ain't got time for that, and that's the name of the segment, I guess. I just ain't got time for it.
I just ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for it. So, like, I just say, don't worry about it. And I go on my merry way to make some money. because I'm lucky enough to be working in this time.
Right.
If it had been last week, Tim, geez, that Slurpee would have gone down.
It would have irked your slurp.
You jerk.
You
I
jerk.
think I would have said something. Now lick it up.
Yeah.
Lick it up my pants. No. I was having a bit of a week last week,
Yeah, okay.
but I'm
It's
still
all
good now.
changed. You've come through.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. So you regret all your actions from the previous week?
Yeah, and anything I might have said on the podcast.
Like, lick it up.
Like, like the past 230 odd episodes.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
yeah.
Slurpee.
So that was just on the way to work, you jerk.
I got jerked on the way to work. Yeah, okay, there you go. Slurpee.
Another 6 names for this one
Sure.
segment.
Yeah, we're always doing that, aren't we?
Fuck. Oh, rightio. Pack it up, boys. Pack it up, boys. Yes, tools down, everyone.
Tools down. The best part of the day. Oh,
I
know.
thought I was listening to the Steez
Yeah.
with Jezbot and Timmy Taco. Thanks for
Yes,
listening.
sure. Yeah, thank you very much. Tune in each and every week. We will never end. We'll never stop. So don't sleep on it. Don't rest.
Just like the unions, we're going to fight for your bloody right to listen to us talk.
Yep. Right, fellas. We're going to listen to the regular podcast, but don't stop listening to the Steez each and every week. Timmy Taco and Jezbot.
And make sure you paid up your membership fees, boys, because they're due this week.
Stop graffitiing the toads.